to God, if Carol died, I'm rather die for Carol. I'm rather die for Michonne. I'm rather die for Rick and motherfucking Carl. And I'm rather die for Glenn Ass. And I'm rather die for Daryl. If anything happened to them, ooh.
Hey folks, it's Ari from Real World Explosion, and you are watching Aconnectiontv.
I am Wesley the Crazy Man. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Did y'all see this fucking episode of The Walking Dead? Did y'all see this episode now? I need all my peoples. I need all my peoples of The Walking Dead family to get together. Grab your friends, grab your cousins, grab your nieces, grab your nephews, grab your daughters, your brothers, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, and let's get into this review of The Walking Dead. Episode 35 entitled The Grove. I know it's not episode 35. I am Wesley from Aconnectiontv, the network. Do y'all like my little logo that shows up at the beginning of my videos? I hope you guys do. I did that logo myself. I designed it and it seems cool, right? I like my logo, my little Aconnectiontv, the network logo. ACTV, Aconnectiontv. Because it's A, letter A, connection, and then TV. So it's the three words. People separate the word all the time, but it's Aconnectiontv is one word that I created. So, but they separate it. They say A hyphen connection hyphen T. I don't know. But it's Aconnectiontv, but ACTV, the network. I love the logo. I love the brand. Thank you! But anyways, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, we're going to adopt this similar connection despite our differences with The Grove. There was a lot that happened in this episode. This episode gave me Herschel dying at the motherfucking prison. This episode gave me the mother dying and telling Carl to kill her at the prison. This gave me them when they found Judy dead. This gave me when Rick had to kill Shane. This gave me. I was like, damn, watching this motherfucking episode. First of all, or third of all, or 15th of all, I'll be missing a couple episodes. Well, I missed a couple episodes when the blacks came onto The Walking Dead. I missed how the blacks got involved. I really did. The only black that I remember, and I can't even remember his name, the one that died and sacrificed himself in the prison, I can't remember his name. That's the only black I remember. And then I missed a couple episodes, and then there was black people on it. I.e. Bob and Sasha and Tyreese, and you know, it was just more different people on it. So I don't know how they got there. But a lot of you guys, you correct me. You could be correcting my ass, boy. Listen. I ain't nobody's reporter, but I report how I feel, goddammit, and we be adopting some of the connections despite our differences. But y'all be like, duh, that was a past clip when they found Bob and he was the only one alone and from his camp, because his camp was taken over or whatever, and that's why the title was called Alone. Duh. Y'all be getting me together, and then when I don't be remembering the governor's love interest's sister's name, Tara, I think her name is Tara, or Tara, whatever the fuck her name is. Her, y'all be getting me together with her, and what else y'all be getting me together with? Y'all be getting me together, but y'all be watching my reviews, and I love it. I'm adopt similar connections despite our differences. I be readings, so y'all get me together, and if I fuck up on this review, y'all get me together. This might be a long video, so I just don't, here we go. This episode starts off crazy. It starts off with Lizzie and her insane punk ass, what? Playing Tag Your Rick and Come Bite Me with a goddamn zombie. All the while, I'm thinking this is a flashback because we get a house, with a stove, tea kettle is lit, they got a gas stove working, and the tea kettle, the hot water is coming out. So I'm like, okay, obviously this is a flashback when when Lizzie was with her family or some shit. I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, oh well, okay, this is gonna be about Lizzie and the crew. No problem, bitch crazy. But I like when she saved Tyreese, so it's like I'm on her side, but the bitch is crazy. You know what I'm saying? She just, the little girl need a whooping. A good old fashioned whooping with spikes on the belt. After her ass just got her ass out the damn shower, the tub, she need a butt ass so she can be red with every wet that you motherfucking hit on her ass. That's what she goddamn it need. Ooh, I was so mad. Okay. So we have Lizzie and Carol talking. They're standing watch. You know, they took camp somewhere or whatever. Tyreese, Micah, and Judith are asleep. And Lizzie and Carol talk about Terminus. Lizzie wants to know if there are any kids that are in Terminus. She asks, do you think there are kids in Terminus? And Carol's like, well, yeah, I do. You know, if the parents kept them safe, you know, that there would be kids in Terminus. You know, like how Tyreese kept you safe. When I tell you, my girl Lizzie said, excuse me, because I kept Tyreese safe. Okay, let me run down the blowdown for you, Miss Ma'am. Okay, I was at the prison. These two people stepped to him, and I shot him, bang bang, in the head. I think about it all the time. I smoke puffs, and I think about it all the time. I see their eyes in my head. But I had to shoot them dead. So you think maybe the kids at the Terminus took care of their parents? Carol's like, well, you know, it's possible, you freakazoid, that, yeah, the kids possibly took care of their parents the way that you took care of Tyreese. This Lizzie. Do you have any kids, ma'am? Did you have any kids? Well, yeah, I did. I had a daughter, 8 years old. Love of my life, the sweetest thing ever. She wouldn't hurt a fly. She didn't have a mean bone in her body. Is that why the bitch got killed? Oh, you mother... Well, yeah, that's why my daughter died, because she was the nicest thing and she didn't have a mean bone in her body. I was like, Lizzie, if you don't go carry your ass somewhere, girl, it was funny. The look on Carol's face was like, all right. And then she said that she was like, all right, go to sleep, little girl, go to sleep. I said go to sleep, little girl. I got this, go to sleep. Bitch ass. Like that's what I'm thinking, the vibe, right? And here goes Tyreese laying his ass down, sucking on his thumb, and he twitching and shit. Twitching and shit. I'm like, wait, hold up, what is all this? The look that Carol gave Tyreese, when Tyreese woke up, Carol gave him a motherfucking look like, boy, you better calm that down. Don't let me have to get Karen shanked on your ass like I shanked Karen and Dave. Don't let me have to do it. Carol was a G. Carol is a G. Okay? We moved past that. So the next day, Carol finds some kind of sap something from a tree. She gets it on a knife. She treats Tyrese's arm with it. And, they go on for a walk. They smell something burning off to the side. Now, I'm thinking that it was the cabin that Daryl and Beth set on fire. That's what I'm thinking. But who knows? We never find out what was actually the fire was coming from. But anyway, Tyreese, Carol's like, we need to get some water. Tyree's like, I'll get the water. Carol gives him this look like, nah, son, you good. I need you to stay here. You're gonna stay here with Lizzie, and me and Micah are gonna go off and get some water. So make that happen, all right? Rest your arm up, buddy. So they separate. Tyreese is with Judith and Lizzie. They sitting down. All of a sudden, this zombie walks up from a distance. Tyreese sees it. He walks up to it slowly, and he has to prep himself to kill off the zombie or to kill off whatever it is, because the figure is walking like a zombie, but he's not really too sure if it is a zombie until the thing drops. his leg, the zombie's leg breaks off or something, and you know, the zombie's just sitting there like, you know, doing some stupid shit. And I wonder how much those zombies get paid to do that. Put on all that shit, being in the chair, make up hours and hours and do all that extra bullshit. I wonder. Anyways, you know, Tyreese takes out his big old hammer and he gets ready to kill the zombie. The little crazy ass girl, Lizzie, comes up. No, don't kill the zombie. No. Sometimes we have to kill them. Sometimes we don't. You know, sometimes we feel like a nut, but sometimes we don't. Lizzie like, don't kill my friend. I ain't having it. Tyreese like, the what? Huh? Carol speaks to Micah while all this is taking place, and this episode is where we actually are able to connect with Micah. And in the episodes prior, I never took the girl to be grown enough to even really speak, really. And I only say that because she never really talked. She talked, but she just never really talked. She just looked like a young ass girl playing this role. But in this role, she seemed older, more mature, and had the ability to actually comprehend and talk. She had dialogue in this particular episode. And I'm like, okay, Micah. You know, and Carol's talking to her about, you know, one day you're going to have to be brave and you're going to have to, you know, protect yourself and protect your sister. And, you know, one day you might have to kill people. Micah's whole thing is she couldn't even kill the people at the prison. She said, you know, I couldn't kill the people at the prison. I just froze and I just stood there. You know, me killing people is not what I signed up to do, and that's not what I'm going to do. She says that, you know, she felt bad for the people that attacked them at the prison. And then Carol's like, why did you feel bad? She said, because I know that they weren't like that before. And then she walks off. But before this, Micah read Lizzie little punk ass. She said, listen, Carol, okay? I'm not my sister. I'm not messed up like she is. I know what these zombies are, okay? But when it comes to people, I'm not going to be killing people. I'm just not. That's just not me. That's just not who I am. I was like, all right, Micah, you better go ahead and say that. Micah, you know what, Micah? Damn it, Micah! Micah and Carol come up to this residence where there are walnuts aplenty. There's a barbed fence. The house has current running gas. You know, the house is secure, or at least they walk up to the residence to see if the house is secure, and they think about taking up camp for a night or two here. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool, whatever. Now this is gonna be this is gonna be their story. No problem. I can watch them. I can. This is interesting. The dynamic, the acting, it's all interesting in this particular episode. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm entertained. Mainly because we got a lot of dialogue with these kids now, and it's awesome. So you know what, I can't for the life of me understand why Tyreese and Carol always leaving these goddamn kids off to fend for themselves when they gotta go and investigate a situation. My thing is, we're stronger in numbers, and I know that you are safe when I am around you. So if I keep leaving you, there's a fucking potential that Lizzie gonna lose her fucking mind and go crazy and start killing. Okay. Child. Whoo, Lord Jesus. So they leave Judith. They leave with Lizzie and Micah outside the house because they're going inside the house to investigate this new residence. So Micah and Lizzie see this child grave, that you know, a grave that looks like it was built for a child. And Micah's like, what's the problem? You looking at the grave? And Lizzie's like, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. And then Micah says something along the lines of, they probably needed to kill her or kill him or whatever. And Lizzie's like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And Micah's like, these things are not fucking people. They want to eat you. They want to kill you. And they start yelling at each other. Then this old zombie comes out of the damn house like, hey, kids, lunch. He goes over the balcony, falls onto the balcony. Now, see, these stuntmen be cool because the way he fell, he could have broke his neck or something, like really, but he didn't. He just fell like, wow. And then hit on the ground and start dragging after the girls. And the girls get up. Lizzie is froze for some reason. I don't know why she's froze, but I've never really seen her froze before. But she's froze. She's going through some kind of mental state. She's stuck. And Lizzie pulls up the gun and she starts busting caps. Pow, pow, pow. Then she shoots the zombie. Of course, Carol and Tyreese come out chasing after them. What happened? What happened? You all right? You all right? Lizzie she's frozen. She starts crying and crying and crying. And Carol's like, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Micah saved you. Why are you crying? You did it, Micah. You did it. Why are you crying? I don't know. I don't know. Leave me alone. Let me go count the sunflowers. I'm like, what? And again, it was daisies. But what? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with her? Micah goes off and she's like, come on, stop, Lizzie. Just look at the flowers. Look at the flowers, Lizzie. Look at the flowers. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3. 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I'm like, this chick is crazy. She done lost her marbles. I can't be around Lizzie. I just can't. I can't be around her. At night, they have the fireplace going. They're cracking walnuts open. Micah finds this Raggedy Ann looking doll, and she's like, oh my God, I got a doll. I'm gonna name her V-Tech-A-Gonda-Ga-Boom-Da-Ga-Dance-Da-Bows. I'm like, what she say? I couldn't really get what she called her, but whatever. Tyreese comes in breathing hard like he just masturbated in the other bathroom because he hadn't gotten a nut in so long. He's sweating and shit from his nose. Droops of sweat is coming down from his nose. I can understand that. And he's like, this is awesome. I'm happy. I haven't done this in so long. This is amazing. Michael's like, what are you talking about? As she's playing with the doll, the name I can't pronounce. He's like, a living room, a fireplace, all this. This reminds me of home. This is awesome. I love this. Then Micah's like, then if that's the case, just relax. Duh. We already know this. Sit your ass down. And wash your hands before you sit down, nasty. Like, Micah was giving me everything I needed and more in this freaking episode of The Walking Dead. No lie. The next day, we get the beginning clip of the episode when Lizzie is playing with the damn zombie out, playing tag and tag, you're ready, come bite me now with the damn zombie. And then Carol, of course, says, get away from her, get away from her. And while she's saying get away from her to Lizzie, Lizzie's back is turned and she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? We're having fun, we're having fun. And the zombie, all the while the zombie's in the back of her trying to bite her fucking neck off. Like, and then Carol jumps in and she's like, fuck this. Stabbed her in the head. And Lizzie has the whole hissy fit about Carol killing this zombie. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? That was my friend. That was my friend. Why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. You're mean. You're mean. That was my friend. Bam. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. How dare you? How dare you hyperventilate and get all fucking catastrophic because I killed a zombie that was about to kill your ass. Lizzie, and I'm so through with Lizzie at this point when I'm watching this show. I'm thinking Lizzie is a fucking liability. Murk her already because ain't no way in hell I'm be sleeping, get my goddamn beauty rest. We find this nice ass resident. She inviting her friends, Zombie 1 and Zombie motherfucking 25, to carry their ass in the goddamn house because she wants to sit down and have tea and discuss current events with their fucking ass. This chick is crazy. Murk this girl. Be done with it. Like what? The girl she's bonkers. She's done. And I'm done with Lizzie at this point. Don't make no goddamn sense. This is another extended scene with Micah and Carol, and we finally get to know that Micah is really smart. She's like, Carol's like, the fire's still burning, or the fire will be out, or is out, or something like that, or it should be out, or something along those lines. Mike was like, no, because if you went to science class like I did, we learned that if the smoke is still black, then that means that the fire is still burning. But if the smoke is white, then that means that the fire is not burning anymore. So there. She's like, I miss science class. I'm like, Micah, I like you, boo-boo. I like you a lot. Micah's carrying a rifle, and Carol wants her to kill the deer at the end of their walk. And Micah holds up the rifle, and she's not able to shoot the deer. And she looks at Carol, and she's like, well, we have peaches, and she walks away. I'm like, why couldn't Carol just take the damn thing and shoot the deer? But I guess she didn't really want to do it in front of Micah. I don't know what that was all about, but whatever. We moved past that. Through this whole episode, Tyreese and Carol are bonding and becoming closer. And I don't want to talk about every particular situation between them because it leads up to the final situation between them. But I'm gonna move past that, and I'm gonna get to where Lizzie is feeding fucking mice to the one-legged zombie that was caught, that fell on the train tracks. And Micah finds her, and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you feeding this thing mice? What's wrong with you? You know that they want to eat us. You know that they want to kill us. You know that they're bad. Lizzie's like, no, they're not. You know what? Maybe I should become one because this right here, it will be awesome. Like, let me become one. And then she starts to hold up her hand to the zombie's mouth, and then these black renegade ninja looking, charcoal Freddy Krueger looking zombies come out from the woodworks. I'm assuming from the fire that Beth and Daryl started, I guess. I don't know. They leave and they start to, they come out the woods or whatever, come out the bushes. And then Mika and Lizzie, all hell break loose, they run. Now I'm like, oh damn, these zombies look killer. These were the toughest bunch of zombies I'd ever seen. Minus the big ass twins that was at the prison that broke down the prison gate, them big ass twin zombies. Them dudes was like on some steroids times 25,000. But these black burnt zombies, they were cool as shit. And so they get into, they run to the residence. I'm sorry, my brain just went somewhere. They run to the residence and they start screaming. And then of course Tyree and Carol hear the screams. They drop the water, they go after the screams. And they see all the zombies coming after them. And then Lizzie and Micah, they go through the barbed wire, and then Micah gets caught. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God! If a zombie bite Micah, I'm done. I'm done. And then of course, Lizzie's like, Micah's like, help me! Help me! No, I don't want to die! Help me! I'm like, oh my God! Oh my God! Get her! Get her! Get her! Lizzie comes in. She's shaking her off. Micah is free. I'm like, whoo, child. They about to kill my baby. And then y'all can't kill Micah. And then all of a sudden they just start bucking. Pop, 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 pop. They kill all the zombies. Whoo, and then they had a heart attack. Micah was about to die. Then they had a heart attack. I love me some Micah now. Because we got peaches. What? So, Carol's all surprised and shocked that Lizzie was able to kill these fucking zombies. Lizzie ass, I swear I forgot Lizzie. Now, this scene with Tyreese and Carol was a bit intense. Carol actually believes that the girls love it where they are and that they should stay where they are and they should make up camp. And then, Tyree is like, maybe yeah, we should. And then he starts to reminisce about his dreams and how his dreams are about Karen and David and about how they were killed by this stranger and so forth and so on. Of course, Tyreese gives this huge monologue with an audience of one, and Carol is giving her monologue of silence as she looks in the opposite direction, but you can see all up in her face that she wants to come clean about killing Karen. And Tyreese is talking about trust and loving everybody and not wanting to be around other people and so forth and so on and yada yada yada. And I'm like, all right, Tyreese, I wonder how you're going to react when you finally do find out that Carol is the one that killed Karen. I wonder how you're going to react, because Carol went through a lot of depression and allowing herself to feel that she did the right thing. You can tell that she's hurt by the decision that she made because she hurt other individuals. But she had to come to grips with the fact that she did the right thing in order for her to be satisfied and okay with the outcome. This particular moment is when I lost my effing freaking mind. Because when I watch a show like The Walking Dead, I get invested completely. Emotionally, my time is invested, okay? And I really care for these people, God damn it. I do. I know that it's fictional. I know that The Walking Dead is not a section in the world where it's actually currently played out. I understand all of that. I get it. I get all of that. But when you have good acting, and you have a good script, and you have great actors, good acting, great actors, you feel. When this witch was standing up, and you see Judith in her blanket, and you see mother. And you, oh my God, I was so mad. Tyrese and Carol run up to Lizzie, her hands bloody with a knife in her hand, and poor motherfucking Micah is sitting there. Child. Poor Micah is sitting there laid on her motherfucking back. Her sister, she killed her own sister. She killed her only fucking sister. This reminded me of watching the first episode of Catching Fire, Catching the Fire and the Peacock of the Hidden Dragon, whatever the fuck the name of that Catching Fire. I think it's called Catching Fire. My memory is fucked. It's called Catching Fire with the white girl, and when they had to go into Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Hunger Games. I don't know, Hunger Games. You know, that was the first one where the kids had to kill the fucking kids. That I was so sick in my heart watching that movie, and so I felt that same sickness watching this and knowing that Lizzie killed Micah, and then when she said that she's gonna wake up because I didn't stick the knife that far into the brain. Child. You gotta feel something watching The Walking Dead. You can't. If you are a fucking zombie, if you don't feel anything watching the fucking Walking Dead, cause I swear to God, when I saw Lizzie hand bleeding and I saw Michael on the motherfucking floor, I wanted to walk up to Lizzie and kick her in her fucking throat and stomp on that bitch. The look on Tyrese's face. Oh my God. And Carol. Oh my God. Carol. Some good actors. Carol saw Micah. She couldn't even breathe. She couldn't even say anything really. She walks up to Lizzie. Lizzie points the gun at Carol. I said, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Y'all better attack this little... Oh my God. I couldn't with her. I just couldn't with Lizzie. I really couldn't with Lizzie. I was down watching that episode. I was down watching that fucking scene, to be honest. You know, Carol had to calm her down and tell her that we'll wait till she wakes up and we'll tie her to the tree with her shoelaces. She told Tyree to take Judith and Lizzie to the house. Tyree couldn't even fathom what just occurred. And when Lizzie said that she was going to do the same thing to Judith to see if Judith... Tyree and Carol talk about what they're going to do. Carol keeps repeating, she can't be around other people. She can't be around other people. She can't be around other people. I'm like, you think? She just fucking killed her only sister. You think? And she was about to kill Judith. Do you think? And she will kill y'all if y'all sleep in the house with her. Do you think? Because I'm saying you can't leave these fucking kids by their goddamn self. Ooh, child, I was mad. I was mad watching this goddamn episode. So, we get to the next day, and Carol's walking Lizzie's ass out to a field with daisies. And, you know, they start to talking. And she's like, I apologize, I'm sorry, please forgive me, don't be mad. Carol like, girl, go over there and count them damn daisies. Go count them fucking daisies. Then she takes out the gun and she shoots Lizzie. I didn't feel bad for Lizzie. Kill that bitch. I did not feel bad for her. I hated Lizzie at this point. I don't care if she's young. Kill her. Because she killed her fucking sister. She killed Micah. Micah didn't have a mean bone in her motherfucking body, and she killed her. And was about to kill Judith. Wow. When you go off killing kids like that in shows, man, like for Full Color Girls, when the dude dropped the babies out the window, you just can't do shit like that. Don't nobody want to see that. I don't want to fucking see that. You don't do shit like that. That part in the movie pissed me the fuck off. And I turned from watching that scene in the motherfucking movie. That shit pissed me off. You can't go killing kids like that in movies. And I was pissed watching Hunger Games. I was pissed. I was mortified watching Hunger Games. You can't do shit like that. That's just not nice. Anyways, Carol is given the scene of her life, the scene of her career where she's crying. And at this point, I'm thinking she dragging Lizzie somewhere. And it puts me in the place of her dragging Karen off. But she wasn't dragging nobody. And of course, when she's walking past crying and sobbing that she just had to shoot Lizzie, she sees the fucking dare. Which was great representation of Micah. Terrible. At night, Tyreese and Carol are talking about their options and what they need to do. But before they really get all hot and deep into it, Carol slides Tyreese the gun. Tyreese looks at Carol like, what is this all about? Carol says, Tyreese, I'm the one that killed Karen and David. Wasn't Lizzie. Wasn't a stranger. It was I. You know, Tyreese went through his motions. You know, he grabbed the gun. He was furious. He was infuriated. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. And, you know, he had his silent acting. And I thought, I was like, all right, it was cool. You're doing a lot, but it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't no Carol walking away from killing Lizzie. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. It wasn't when Carol broke down that Lizzie was dead. I mean, that Michael was dead when Lizzie and Judith and Tyreese walked away. I didn't get emotion like that. But he did have his little silent with the vein in his hand popping out. He's grabbing the gun, acting like he's about to shoot her. And he's like, you know what? I can't shoot you. I forgive you. I know you feel pain for what you did, and you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. But I'm not going to shoot you. I forgive you. I know we all have to do certain things, and some shit he said, whatever. I'm like, bitch, you better forgive her. She just had to kill a child today. Y'all living in a fucked up world right now. So after what y'all just been through and what y'all fucking experienced, seeing a kid kill a kid, you best believe you gonna forgive her. After what she just had to do today, that's how I'm feeling. I'm ready to die for Carol. I'm ready to die for Carol. I swear to God, if Carol died, I'm ready to die for Carol. I'm ready to die for Michonne. I'm ready to die for Rick and motherfucking Carl. And I'm ready to die for Glenn Ass. And I'm ready to die for Daryl. If anything happened to them, I'm ooh. And you know what? I was starting to be ready to die for Michael because I was starting to like her ass. But fucking Lizzie. You know, we found out that she the one that was feeding the rats and all that and doing the thing with the rabbits and all that. You know, Tyreese spoke to Lizzie and Lizzie confessed to all that. But you know, Tyreese and Carol went through all that. Now ain't nothing separating them. Nothing is going to separate Tyreese and Carol. I tell y'all that. I tell you that. Going through that, nothing separating them. When Daryl finds who the fuck took Beth, ain't nothing gonna separate them from whooping they goddamn ass. Ain't nothing separating Michonne and Carl. Ain't nothing separating these people. Nothing is separating Beth, Maggie, and motherfucking Bob. Nothing is separating these crews. This crew is a ride or die motherfucking crew, and that's why I love The Walking Dead. This was a sad episode to watch. I really wish that Michael was still alive. I really wish that, you know, that was hard. That had to be hard to have written. That had to be hard to have directed that. That had to be hard to have acted that out. There's no way. Like, if I was in that scene, I would have been all emotional. I would have been crying like a little bitch. I would have been crying like Carol was in that scene. Yes, I would have. Because when I think of death and I think of humans killing humans, the injustice, the evil, the devil within all of us, the ability to be able to do that, it sickens me. It twists me up inside, and I cringe. I become very vulnerable. So when I see it on TV, I feel that. It's innate within me to feel. You know what I'm saying? Especially within regard to death and being and having almost gone through a murder experience and being murdered almost. Whoo, child, don't get me to getting on this goddamn thing. Don't get me to getting. Okay? Listen, y'all. Life is hard and we all go through struggles. But I'm living proof that when you realize that God has given you an opportunity to stay one day, whoo, don't do it, Wes. Don't do it. It's giving you an opportunity to stay one day more on this earth. Take it. Take it, rejoice, and love that. Okay? And I'm not about to get deep, and I'm not about to get sentimental on this goddamn video, but I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching my review on The Walking Dead, The Grove. Definitely leave comments. How did y'all feel? What was going through y'all heads and y'all hearts when you saw that bloody hand and the knife and Micah laying down, and the murder is her young sister. Crazy. And Judith just sitting there like not being the wiser. And then Carol was like, Judith can't even walk. What is wrong with you? I love The Walking Dead. Get into The Walking Dead. It is awesome. I like The Walking Dead better than Scandal, to be honest. I know they're two completely different shows, and they offer two completely different types of emotions, but I don't get human caring compassion for the people on Scandal, because they're all whores. They're all fucking each other, and I'm just over that storyline. I want something new. I'm tired of Kerry Washington, Olivia Pope being the president's garden tool. I'm tired of it. Olivia Pope needs to settle down with Jake or settle down with somebody else that has nothing to do with this Scandal bullshit. I'm tired of it. I really, really am. It's not cool. I like the fact that this has been all about to be a Scandal thing. At the end of the day, Jake, here's my question about Scandal, and this is what I'm going to ask y'all. All season long, the president had no power to dethrone Olivia Pope's father. We've been told that the president is not on Olivia's father's pay grade, that the president does not make the rules, that there are people higher than the president. Then out of no fucking where, the president just dethrones the father and says that Jake is the new head of command? Cyrus gets to walk up to Jake and says, I need you to handle this? When before, Olivia Pope's father was the one controlling fucking Cyrus? I know I'm not all into Scandal like I am into Walking Dead. I watch Scandal, but it just be too much happening in that fucking show. And that's the one question that I want to know. When the hell did the president get the power to dethrone Olivia's father? When all season, if his punk ass could have did that before, we would have been done. Would have been done. I don't get that. Someone elaborate and tell me about that, please. Okay? I'm Wesley from Aconnectiontv, the network. Deuces.